Materialism is bullshit. That is something you won't hear from online gurus because they're trying to sell you a dream of materialism, of cars, watches, trips, all sorts of things, clothes, all of it. My name is Mark Ham. I'm 21 years old. I've done well above $1 million plus in sales, online sales, over the past 3 to 4 years, and in that time accumulating six figures plus, multi-six figures plus of profit. And today I'll be telling a short story of the time I bought this $15,000 Rolex. So I'm going to tell a story, short story, and then we're going to go into the reasons as to why materialism is complete bullshit. So, first off, the story begins November 15th of 2023. It is February 2025 now. I almost just dropped it. So I've had this watch for a while, and I like it. Don't get it twisted. The title is Materialism is Bullshit, but I like this watch. Don't get it twisted. Let me explain. So, a good friend of mine knows an authorized dealer. We know this authorized dealer well. We've gone to see him, and he has pulled stuff for us. Specifically, my friend, we walk in, at times he pulls someone else's watch and gives it to him. So this authorized dealer that we know is a wild card. Great guy, great friend of ours. So I'm in town with my good friend, like I said, and we tell our authorized dealer that we're going to show up. So the way it works with authorized dealers, if you don't know them the way that me and my friend know them, is you get put on a wait list. If you were to walk into a Rolex store and say, hey, I want to buy a watch, they will most likely tell you to go fuck yourself in a very nice corporate way. If not, they will say, okay, we can put you on a wait list, and you will probably wait 6 months to 2 years to get a watch, okay? That's how it usually works. We know an authorized dealer, so we went into his shop, said what's up, and we shot the shit for like 10 minutes. It was me and two of my friends, my friend who knows our authorized dealer and one of my other friends that was visiting. And we get down to business after like 10 minutes. He's like, all right, what's the word? Like, what are we doing here? And so my buddy says to him, he's like, Mark is very interested in the watch. We wanted to see if you could pull some strings. If not, it's cool, but we wanted to come say what's up, see if you had any inventory. So of course, our authorized dealer says, yeah, man, I got two right now that you can buy. So I'm like, oh shit, let's do it. Let's see it. Now I walked into the authorized dealer shop prepared to pay $10,000 for a Rolex. At the beginning of the video, I said it was $15,000. So you can see where this is going. He pulls out the watches. The first one is a 36 millimeter two-tone mother of pearl black dial that is just beautiful. Fluted bezel, two-tone, just like this one. And it was amazing, but it was 36 millimeters. I personally wanted a 41. So he pulls out the second watch. Which one do you think that is? Bing, 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 bing. So I see this watch, I fall instantly in love with it. I've seen this one online before that I absolutely love. And I was like, okay, I need this watch. I look at the price tag. It is $14,300. So, we do the whole thing. He puts it on me. He says, go look in the mirror, go check it out. Whatever you want to do is cool. So I know this watch is $14,300. And I'm like, wow, that's a lot of money. I am over budget. I don't want to spend it. But as I was looking at this watch on my wrist in the mirror, I kind of just said, fuck it. I was like, I'm 19 years old at the time. I have plenty of money to buy this watch. If I buy it, I will still be okay financially. Like, I'm by no means wrecking myself. My rule of thumb is when I make a big purchase, you need to be able to buy it 3 to 5 times, right? So I was within that window, well above even, but I just kind of said, fuck it. I was like, bro, it's $4,000. Am I really not going to get this watch right now because of $4,000? Also, when an authorized dealer sticks their nose out for you and actually offers you a piece and pulls strings, If you say no, there is a very decent chance that you never get that opportunity again. Whereas if you actually like the watch and you purchase it, they'll pull strings for you again because, you know, they're making money. You get a watch, it's a fair trade. So I go shake my authorized dealer's hand. I say, fuck it, let's do it. So I buy the watch. I tap my Amex, my platinum card Amex, the glorious platinum card, which is also a load of horse shit. I tap it, approved, okay? I just bought, with sales tax, it was $15,300. So I overspent by $5,300. Spent $5,300 more than I wanted to. But I kind of didn't care. I had a cool watch. It was great, right? I could post it online and I have a Rolex now. Okay. I get in the car on the drive home. It was cool for about 5 minutes. And then I look at my wrist and I'm just like, I just paid $15,000 fucking dollars for a wristwatch. If anybody tells you they use their watch to tell time, they're fucking lying. I don't tell time with this. Might just be me, I don't know. My friends say it too. They don't fucking tell. You don't tell the time on your watch, okay? It's a flex, it's a social thing, all that, okay? Whatever. Now I want to tie into the 4 reasons I have for materialism is bullshit. Actually, we'll just start with 1. We'll start. I was going to say them all beforehand, but we'll just start with 1 and go down the line. Number 1, it is about the journey. What I mean by this is this wristwatch that I wear almost every day. I do not think of it as a Rolex that is very cool. I think of it as the journey that it took me to make the money that I had made up to that point in order to be able to buy the Rolex. I think about starting my first brand in 2020 with 12 t-shirts, and then now I'm buying a Rolex, a $15,000 Rolex. Because this ties into number 2. So number 1 is it's about the journey that it takes to get to the point that you are at in order to be able to do those things. Number 2 ties into how I started to feel after. Number 2 is once you achieve a goal, my goal was to get a Rolex. I did it at 19 years old. Once you achieve said goal, it can be any goal, it quickly becomes about what's next. What is the next goal, right? What is my next materialism goal? What's my next spiritual goal? What's my next financial goal? It very quickly becomes about more and attaining more. So with that said, this watch kind of became it has become normal to me, right? I wake up, I put my watch on, I go about my day. It becomes very normal. It becomes routine. Now I'm thinking about which presidential Rolex am I going to buy? Which Patek am I going to get? Which Audemars Piguet am I going to get? That's what it becomes about. It becomes about what you don't have. It becomes about, okay, I did it. This is normal now. What is next? Okay? That's point number 2. Point number 3 is, this was November 2023, as I've said. I vividly remember after making this purchase, this was my very first materialistic purchase that was of this magnitude. So I said to myself, I was like, you know what I should do? I just paid $15,000 for this Rolex. I should buy $15,000 worth of Bitcoin. I just bought something that I wanted with $15,000. Therefore, I should invest $15,000. Even though I was thinking this, I did not act on it out of fear. Because what if I just spent $15,000 on this Rolex and then my $15,000 investment goes to zero? Then I'm completely out of $30,000. Not out, because I could always sell this, but you know what I'm saying. That would suck. So guess what? I did not buy Bitcoin. I did not invest $15,000 in a retirement account. I didn't put it in life insurance, whole life insurance. I didn't do any of that. I left it sitting in my bank account, just chilling, just to have peace of mind and comfort. Mind you, Bitcoin was $37,000 in the beginning of November 2023. So at that point, if I did that, my $15,000 would have turned into $45,000, a $30,000 profit. I would have paid for this watch completely, have made $15,000 profit, and still had my $15,000 initial investment. But instead, I just have this wristwatch because I was afraid to invest. Now I don't have those issues anymore, but it was a lesson I had to learn, which is also a part of the journey, believe it or not. So, the third lesson is that money at 19 years old could have been used a lot wiser, right? When you go to make materialistic purchases, you should have a rule, three rules. You need to be able to buy it 3 to 5 times. If you buy yourself something that you want, you should also invest that amount of money. You should, no questions asked, whatever you spend on something you want, you need to also match that want purchase amount with an investment into something, retirement account, crypto, whatever. Let money work for you, okay? Because I was 19 years old, I hadn't dabbled in any investments or anything like that, and I was fucking scared. I was like, bro, if I lose this 15 racks, like, that would hurt. Like, at that point, that would suck, because I just spent 15K on a Rolex. If I lose 15,000 on Bitcoin, that would suck. Meanwhile, I would have made $30,000, which sucks looking back on it, but those are lessons you have to learn in order to evolve. I said there were 4 reasons at the beginning of this video, but I put this one last because it's not as important. But at least for me, all the shit you hear about Rolexes online is fucking cap. It is cap, at least in my experience, okay? The only people that notice this watch, that I have had notice this watch in a little over a year and some change, is people that, like, want to get it eventually. Like, I haven't met anybody, like, I haven't made business connections, and you know, oh, I haven't met people to you know, do this and that, and like business connections because I have a Rolex. No, it's people that know watches, which is a great thing. I don't want to say, like, it's a bad thing that, you know, people notice my watch, because I love talking to people about my watch. If they notice and they ask, I will gladly talk to somebody. But I haven't made business connections because I have a Rolex. It's like, I still think about buying this watch, and I'm like, it was kind of fucking stupid. It was kind of fucking stupid. So I haven't really gained much from it than to put this watch on my wrist and it holds its value, which is cool. I could have done much smarter things. Like I said, invest. Just invest. Invest in things. Invest in businesses. Like, you know what I'm saying? There could have been a much smarter use of $15,000 at that point in my life. And even at this point of life, I've learned those lessons now. So now I have investments that have paid for this Rolex. I didn't get to do it as soon as I bought it, but eventually through certain investments, I have been able to recoup my funds that I used to buy this watch. Yeah. So the fourth reason, I guess, it's not as cool as you think it is. Still awesome. I love this watch, but again, it signifies the journey that it took me to be able to get this watch as opposed to other shit. I don't know. I'm going to end this video. I'm going to link my Instagram and Twitter in the description. Check me out there. See ya. Peace.